Tell me what's behind no job.
I have no job, living the dream, doing your thing.
So living the dream is having no job?
Yeah.
And how is that going for you, by the way?
It's going great, man. Yeah, it's going really well.
Yo, what's up, guys? Coming at you here on Friday, January 9th. The little cold action, if you can hear it. What do we got here today? Shoulders. I filmed this on January 8th. Yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yes. The workout is rear delt, cable, fly, super gigantic set, and then lateral raises on the cables, super gigantic drop set, monster set. The rep scheme, something like, I don't know, 6 reps till failure plus, you know, some negatives, and then drop the weight, do some normal reps to a failure burnout, and then increase the weight as much as you can, and then just do negatives or static holds and do that 2 drop sets, 2 drop sets of that, well, 3 total sets of negatives, and then drop the weight all the way to the lowest weight that you can, and do another failure burnout set, and then do, like, I don't know, a 30-second rest, and then a 30-second rest, and then increase the weight a little bit to another failure burnout set. And that's the rep scheme for the rear delts and the lateral raises. So that's the workout today, man. Dude, what do I want to talk about today? Man, having no job, man, you got to quit your job as soon as possible. You need to start lifting weights, and that's pretty much it, man. You know, there's really nothing else to do, dude, besides joining the Orthodox Church and lifting weights. Being employed should be a non-factor in your life. You should really try and not care about your job at all. You need to quit and just focus on lifting, man. That's it. And if you're having trouble in the gym, like if you're starting your New Year's resolution, you know, man, and you're like, oh man, this is gonna take forever to get gains in the gym, man. Your best bet is to probably just quit your job and focus only on the gym. That seems like a plan. I mean, seriously, like, dude, it's really like some sort of slave mentality, to think that productivity, like a measurement of productivity, or like how many hours a week you work, is like a metric for like how good of a person you are or how well you're doing. Like, you know, like comparing, like, dude, I'm crushing 60-hour work weeks. Yo, that's whack. That's really whack, man. Why? Especially if you have a family, dude. I don't see why. I mean, I think this is, you know, for some people that may be older, it might be a little hot take, but especially if you have a family, dude. Like, why would you want to be away from your family more? Like, I just don't get it. Why would you want to be like putting in 60 hours a week, dude? Putting in 70 hours a week. Man, I put in 80. I don't know, man. I just think it's whack, because you're spending more and more time away from your family, dude. For what? And the problem, it wouldn't be that big of a problem if the value of your time, the store of value that we currently use in the US dollar wasn't rapidly being inflated, so that basically the work that you just put in, all of those hours you just put in away from your family, is being devalued. So they're basically stealing your life away from you, while you get almost nothing in return. 50, 60 years ago, it's not that big of a deal because you can actually buy stuff. You can actually get ahead. You can save up. You can kind of get out of the rat race. But now it's just like, whack to be doing that. And this isn't like a black pill type of thing. Like, you shouldn't think like, oh my gosh, everything's, hopeless. That's not it at all. I think that's why you just gotta start lifting weights, man. Because once you get jacked and shredded and tan, dude, like, what else do you have to worry about? As long as your basic needs are met, dude, that's really what it's all about. And you got to get creative to find a way to, have quote unquote a source of income. I understand when I say quit your job and become unemployed, like, you can't have any money. You got to have a source of income. So you got to get creative about that. Maybe fake narcolepsy. I think I may have talked this on another video. Faking narcolepsy might be a good one. Saying you fell down and hit your head, and then you wake up and you start talking out of the side of your mouth, and say you can't work anymore. Maybe you need some government assistance for that, or anything else, man. Really, man, it's up to you to come up with a creative outlet, to find a source of income. Maybe making money on the internet. Who knows? Nothing really illegal. I wouldn't say getting money from the government like that is illegal, because they owe you. They actually do owe you so much. But like, no, we're not stealing. We're not scamming. Not a big scammer of like, other people. The government, corporations, Dude, a really funny one that I heard, that I was going to come up with, Schmickus, was creating a fake landscaping company, and like have an official like website, and like make it look really official, and just start sending fake invoices to gigantic corporate like plazas where they have buildings, like a bunch of buildings, and like landscape around them, and start sending them like invoices. Like gigantic ones, something like, I don't know, like here in the South Bay, dude, like we got a lot of defense industry, military industrial complex places like Raytheon, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, stuff like that. And they're all kind of like coagulated in this, like business parks, with some buildings. And like, dude, it would be hilarious to send fake invoices and just see if they, send you money back. Something like that would be hilarious. Because essentially something like that, you're just getting the taxpayers like you are getting your taxes back, because that's where your taxes are going, dude. When the government gives them, contracts for their weapon systems, so you're essentially like just getting your taxes back, man. That's hilarious. That's a really funny one. But anyway, man, you should really try to avoid working a job like as much as possible, dude. And if you're in a job right now, try and work as little as you possibly can. And you need to start trying to find an outlet where you can create a source of income, and that just allows you to work out, man. Allows you to have a source of income that provides for you or your family. Just enough, man. You really don't need that much. And I know, well, I don't know, but because I don't have a wife or kids, but if you got a wife or kids, man, like you don't need you don't need a lot, dude, to make your kids happy. Like, you know, if you're living in like a 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom like apartment that's like 1,000 square feet, your kids aren't gonna know the difference between living in that and living in a mansion. You know, as long as you have a healthy, happy, functioning family, dude. That's like the most important, you know. So as long as you can make that and be around your kids even more, be more involved in your kids' life, dude, like that's so much more of a win, and that's so much more fulfilling than, dude, being like, dude, I'm going from like 7 to 7 every day, man. I'm making like $500K a year. It's like, great, dude, you have no time with your kids, you have no time with your family. Like, that's sweet, dude. And like, for what? Like putting your money away till you're 65. So you're putting your money away till you're 70, dude. You're gonna, you know, wait till you're 70 to start hanging out with your kids when your kids are like, you know, 20s, maybe even 30s. You know, that's whack, dude. That's so whack. It really is, man. So I hope you guys are inspired this year and continuing on to achieve your goals of a source of income that allows you to just get jacked, tan, and shredded. If you have a family, man, get jacked, tan, and shredded, and spend more time with your family, dude, and go to church as much as possible. I mean, that just sounds like a huge W, a huge win, man. You can't get anything better than that, dude. So I hope everyone's out there unemployment maxing. I hope we're icon maxing. I might, you know, we need to do another talk about that, about talking about icons. As many icons as possible, you know, as big as you can. Icon maxing, incense maxing, right? Byzantine chant maxing, as much as possible, dude. So yeah, catch you guys on the flip.